Okay. So standing up, let's have our blanket handy and our blocks handy as well. And we're going to start from Samastiti. Remember Samastiti, the classical way of Samastiti is with both feet together. That's a classical way, but it can be a little bit challenging for the balance. So that's why we modify by placing the feet right under the hips and drawing the shoulders up to the ears and slowly releasing back and down. Let's do a couple more times just to release any tightness, especially if it's early morning there. We need to move those shoulder joints and not going into the opposite direction. Just releasing, mobilizing the joints of the shoulders, and then guide the hands together close to your heart center. So are we standing here? This is also known as a mountain pose. We feel the sole of the feet. We lift through the arches. We slightly engage the quads without locking the knees and dropping the tailbone down, drawing the belly in, shoulders back and down, and lifting from the heart center. We feel strong and stable, and draw the chin slightly back and then towards your chest. You can have your eyes closed, or you can lower the gaze towards the floor as a way to bring the attention inward towards the present moment. So yes, it can be distractions around the room, noises, or some movement. And just by directing the attention towards the floor or keeping the eyes closed, avoid us to engage with those distractions. So the plan here is to do our best to go inward through our breath as we notice the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. And just breathe naturally here. Nothing to change yet. Being aware of the body, the breath. We can feel the breath in the lungs, down in the belly. Just breathe in and out. Now, gradually, we're going to begin to modify the length of the inhales and the exhales. So without forcing the breath, begin to lengthening the inhalations and the exhalations. A little bit longer than your regular breathing pattern. Slowing down the breath and slowing down the mind. Being here now. Noticing again the feet, the entire length of the body, standing up here, strong and stable like a mountain. Perhaps engaging with Ujjayi breathing. And then slowly lower the hands down by your hips. Palms facing forward. And from the shoulder joints, we're going to rotate and palms facing back. And inhale, facing forward. Draw the shoulder blades into each other. Open the chest. Exhale, rotate, palms facing back. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, turn the palms forward and elbows in. And exhale, palms facing back, so relax your shoulders. And just keep moving like this a few more rounds, slowly moving the shoulder joints, the shoulder blades, the upper spine, the elbows, the wrist, and the hands. One more round. And then from here, sweeping the arms out and up. Flex the elbows, hands down to your heart center. Inhale, flow the hands up to the ceiling, out and down towards the hips. And inhale, arms out and up, arms together, hands together, down to the heart center. One last time. Inhale, flow the hands up to the sky, open and release down to the hips. And arms out and up, reaching to the fingertips and then hands to your heart center. I'm going to turn this way. From here, place the palms to your thighs. And from here, elbows in, arch the spine. It's like a cat-cow from standing position. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out, chin in. Elbows in, arch the spine, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out, belly in, chin in. And then elbows in, arch the spine, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in, elbows out. Last one, elbows in, open the chest, look forward, straighten the legs, shoulders up, back and down. From here, inhale, reach through the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to your thighs. Bend the knees slightly and then round the spine, release lower back, chin to your chest. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Heavy arms, heavy head, slowly bring the spine up to neutral position, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands down to your thighs, bend the knees slightly, slide the palms, round the spine, hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, slowly back to neutral position. Shoulders up, back and down. One more time. Inhale, flow down, forward and up. Exhale, hands to your thighs, bend the knees slightly, and then slowly round the spine, release, and all the way down, Uttanasana. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head now. And rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. One last. That was the last one. Shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart center. Take a moment. Reconnect back with the breath. We're still warming up the body. From here, hands down by your hips, lift the heels up, heels down, hands to the heart. And lifting the heels up, hands down by your hips, heels down, hands to the heart center. Just a few more rounds here, testing our balance this morning as we work slowly with the strength of the muscles in your feet, ankles, calf muscles. Just a couple more rounds here, going up and down, hands to the heart. One last. Inhale, lift the heels, heels down, hands to the heart center. And from here, arms overhead and then slowly fall forward back to Uttanasana. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Flex your right knee. Place your right hand outside of your left ankle and then open and twist to the left. Exhale, return back through center. Flex your left knee. Place your left hand outside of your right ankle, open and twist to the right. Straighten your left leg back to neutral position. Flex right knee, twisting to the left. Place your right hand outside your left ankle and then fall forward. Flex your left knee, inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, back to neutral. One more time, each side. Flex your right knee, right hand outside of left ankle, twisting to the left, and then folding forward. Flex your left knee, left hand outside of your right ankle, twist to the right. Return back to neutral position, rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart center, back to the breath. Take a nice inhale. Bring the hands down by your side, palms facing back, and then move the hips back. Reach through the fingertips so your shoulders back and down, and lower the spine halfway down. 90-degree angle. Keep the knee slightly bent first, or keep the legs straight if you feel you're warm enough here. And then bend the knees, sweep the arms forward and up. Nice lift, hands to the heart center. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower into Ardha Utkatasana. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. And lower the hands down towards the floor. Palms facing back, belly in, shoulders back and down. Move the spine halfway down. Take a nice inhale. Activate those core muscles on the back and the belly, and then fall forward. And reaching with the arms forward and up, come all the way up. Hands to the heart center, bend the knees and chair pose. Exhale, lower. Lift the chest. Inhale, straighten the legs, belly in. Exhale, flex and lower. Chair pose. Inhale, straighten and up. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, straighten. Bring arms overhead and fall forward, and then release the head down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Come all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart, back to the breath. And then lower the hands down by your hips. Now, time to grab the block. Let's work with strength and balance here. Placing the block, and so you can place the foot. In my case, I'm going to go with my right foot on top of my block. And then remember, not place the block, the foot by your block, just have some space so both feet are under your hips. Make sure your feet are even. And then from here, we're going to come into the toes of your left foot. Lower the heels down, bend the knees, another chair pose. Inhale, straighten and lift the heel. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, lift the heel. Flexing down. Move the hips back. You have to be able to see your toes. Inhale, lift. Flexing down. Inhale, up. Flex and lower. Two more. Inhale, straighten, lift the heel up. Flex, lower the heel, hands to the heart. Last one. Inhale, lift. Flex and lower. And then straighten both legs, hands down by your hips, shoulders up, back and down. Moving to the right. So place the foot on the block. Right foot under your right hip. Same thing here, coming into the toes of your right foot, hands to the heart. Exhale, flex and lower, hands down by your hips. Open the chest now. Inhale, straighten, hands to the heart. Flexing down, open the chest, move the hips back, lift the chest, and straighten, hands to the heart. Lower the right heel, flex both knees, chair pose. Inhale, straighten, hands to the heart. Lower the heel and flex and lower. Two more. Straighten those legs and hips, heels up. Lower and down, engage the core. Last one. Inhale, straighten and lift the heel. Lower and chair Ardha Utkatasana. And straighten both legs. Bring the left foot down and then shoulders up, back and down. Now grab the block. Lift the block. Place the block in between your inner thigh. More work on the legs and the hips. Now here we're going to work strength and balance again. With the feet under the hips, we're pressing the block to chair pose. Holding position. Lower the hands down by your hips and heels up, heels down. Press the block, hands to the heart center, straighten the legs. Inhale, press the block. Flex and lower to chair, hands down by your hips. Engage the core, heels up, heels down. Press the block, straighten the legs, hands to the heart center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, flex, pressing down. Hands down by your hips, rocking to your toes, heels up, balance. Heels down, engage and press and back through center. One last. Take a nice inhale, press the block, flex and lower. Hands down by your hips, lift the heels down, press the block, hands to the heart center. Bring the hands down to your thighs, fall forward, release all the way down. Remove the block from in between your legs, hands down, and then shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then paddle the feet, lifting, releasing any tension in your quads, your knees, your ankles, even the spine. Keep the crown of the head pointing towards the floor. to release any tension, and then rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, shoulders up, back, and down. Hands together, back to your breath. From here, standing position, bring the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive, pull the belly in, move the hips back, hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Walk your feet back so we are in the back of the mat. And then from here, walk your hands forward to downward dog. So have your wrist wide as your shoulders, your heels wide as your hips, chin into your chest. Remember, there's external rotation of the shoulders. Shoulders are backing down, not towards your ears. Chin to your chest, and you're reaching through the heels to stretch the Achilles tendon, the calf muscles. Take a nice inhale. Knees, heels up, knees down to tabletop position. Rounding the spine and going into Balasana, Child's Pose. Bring the arms down by your side and relax your shoulders towards the floor. So relax your elbows so you can have some nice opening in between your shoulder blades. Just breathing in and out. Bring the hands forward and let us all come to tabletop position. So if you need to protect your kneecaps, I'm doing that. So you're welcome to do that, to place your blanket under your knees. And we're going to have into, again, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And moving the hips right to left, left to right. Just some movement there, lateral movement. Slowly back through center into the cow. Exhale into the cat. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, belly in, chin in. And drop and open the chest. And exhale into the cat. Inhale into the cow, one last. Rounding, moving the hips to the heels, Balasana, Child's Pose. Make sure you are releasing the forehead towards the floor, so no holding tension in your neck and shoulders. Nice inhales and exhales. And then slowly come to tabletop. So tucking the toes under here, keep the wrist under the shoulders. We're going to pick up the knees few inches off the floor. Notice that my heels are in line with my knees and my knees in line with my hips. You want to have that 90-degree angle. And then we're going to inhale, relax the belly, and exhale, draw the belly into the spine. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Contract. Soften. Contract. Inhale, straighten, and downward dog. Bend one knee at a time. Breathing in and out. Heels down, heels up, knees to tabletop, top of the feet flat, move the hips to the heels, bring the arms down by your side to relax shoulders again, elbows, wrist, and hands. Take 3 rounds of breath. Back to tabletop position. Wrist under the shoulders, keep the knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under. Belly hugs the spine. Knees off the mat, few inches, and inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Contract. Inhale, soften. Contract. One more. Inhale, soften. Contract. Knees down, top of the feet on the mat. Move the hips to the heels, child's pose. Bring the arms down by your side again to relax shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. 3 rounds of breath. Last round of this sequence. Wrist under the shoulders, and tuck the toes under. Engage first the belly towards the spine and knees up. Inhale, relax. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, relax. Belly in. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. One more. Inhale, soften. Contract. Knees down, top of the feet flat. Move the hips to the heels. Balasana, arms down by your side. Relax shoulders and everything down. Now take a few round breath here. And lift the head, lift the chest, and now we're going to go. We're going to come now into side plank. So side plank, we're going to be on our, in my case, I'm going to go into my right side with the right elbow under the right shoulder, forearm parallel to the mat, and we're going to extend the legs. Top leg, flex, cross it over, and we're going to work with strengthening the side of the muscles on the torso. You can use your hand for support, or you can bring the arm up to the sky, your choice. And we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. With inhale, we press, engage those hip muscles and muscles on the torso, and exhale, you release. Inhale, engage up, and exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down. Inhale, up and lower. Two more. Up, down, one more. Engage and lift, and then all the way down. Now, extend both legs and roll down to your belly and coming into cobra pose. Have your hands by your elbows by your rib cage. The hands are there for support. Draw the belly, the chin in, hands and feet together. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and down. Inhale, up, and lower. Inhale, lift, and down. Two more rounds. Inhale, up, and down. Last one. Inhale, lift, and lower. Press the palms against the floor to lift the chest, the pelvis, the hips, bend the knees. Move the hips to child's pose. Relax your lower back, your shoulders, your arms. Take a moment. And lift the head, chest. Now I'm going to go on my opposite side, which is my left side. So elbow under the shoulders, forearm parallel to the mat. Top leg is going to, actually, I think I have to modify this one because of my left shoulder. So I see how I do this. Cross it over, and we're going to, I think I cannot modify. So I'm going to guide you three, because when I try, I feel, and it's, you cannot push through the pain. So we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to use lift up. This is my modification. This works better. Inhale, lift, and then lower. Inhale, hip up and down. Inhale, lift and lower. Three more. Inhale, engage and up, hips and waist, and lower. Inhale, up and down. One last. Inhale, activate and lift, and then lower. Extend both legs, roll over to belly, chest. Now keep your elbows out, forehead to your hands, and have the legs open and the feet open wide as your mat. Press through the hips and pelvis, engage the glutes, engage lower back muscles, and inhale, legs up and down. Inhale, lift and lower. Legs up and down. Inhale up and lower. 3 more. Inhale, engage, lift and release. 2 more. Inhale up, down. 1 last. Up and all the way down. Hands under the by your rib cage or under the chest to press to lift the chest. Bend the knees, bring the big toes touching because now the knees are wide. And let's come to child's pose with wide knee position. Relax your lower back. Take a moment. Back to your breath. And palms forward, lift the chest, bring the knees under the hips, and then drop the hips to one side. And let's come to the front of the mat. Have your blanket to protect your neck and your head when it's time to go down. So your feet are wide as your hips. We're in the front of the mat. And we're going to use the hands for support if you like. We're going to go in lifting the feet and then flexing, lower the heels down. Keep the knees bent. Exhale, lower, touch the floor and lift. Exhale, lower, tap and up. Exhale, engage the core, lower it in control and lift. Exhale, lower and up. Exhale, lower, now up, hold. You can have the hands there for support, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring the arms forward by parallel to your legs. Keep the shoulders back and down. Keep the core engaged. Breathing in and out. Nice, easy breathing. Engage not just the muscles of the abdomen, but the spine to keep the spine upright. Now, bring the sole of the feet together. Open the knees out, and then round the spine, fold forward towards your feet. Crown of the head pointing towards the feet. Relax your neck, middle back, lower back, all the way down to the back of both hips. Nice, easy breathing. Use your deep breath to go deeper into the flexion, stretching lower back, middle back, all the way up to your cervical spine. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and then use the hands to bring the legs and the feet again wide as your hips. Rounding the spine, belly into the chest, chin into the chest, belly in, and then slowly lower down the spine towards the floor. Take a moment. Bring the heels under the knees. Have your feet wide as your hips. And just breathe here through the nose. A few rounds of breath before we move to more core work. Now from here, bring both legs up to the sky. Engage the lower abdomen, press the lower back against the floor, and then just lower the right leg down towards the floor, and you tap with your right heel, and then engage and bring the right leg up. Exhale, engage the left quad, and slowly with exhalation, lower, tap the floor with the left heel, and slowly bring both legs back up. Now both legs down, all the way down. Activate the lower back, keep the lower back flat on the mat. Tap the floor and slowly bring both legs up to the sky. Bend the knees, lower the feet down wide as your hips. Inhale, lift into the bridge. High, 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 holding position. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, lower a little bit. Inhale, lift higher and lower a little bit. And inhale higher, and then all the way down, 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 down towards the floor. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back. 3 rounds of breath as you keep the thighs into the chest. Breathing in and out. And release your lumbar spine. And then extend both legs up to the sky. Bring the arms down by your side. Engage the right quad and slowly lower the right leg all the way down. Touch the floor and bring the right leg back up. Exhale, lower your left leg down towards the mat. Engage, bring the left leg up. Now both legs engage, lower, press through the lower back against the mat, and then in control, lower with both legs down towards the floor. Engage and bring both legs up and again towards the sky. Flex both knees, lower the feet down, wide as your hips, heels maybe touching your fingertips. Inhale, coming to bridge, high bridge up. Exhale, lower a little bit. Inhale, lift your bridge. And exhale a little bit down. Inhale, lift again. And exhale, lower one more. Up and slowly all the way down, 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 down. Hug yourself for 3 rounds of breath. Stretch your lower back. Use your breath. And our last round, both legs up to the sky. Engage the right quad. Slowly as you exhale, lower your right leg and touch the mat. Activate to bring the right leg back up. Left leg goes down. Slowly with exhalation, tap the floor with the heel. Activate the quad and bring the left leg back up. Now both legs down and press the lower back against the mat and slowly lower both legs towards the floor. Tap the floor, engage, bring both legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the knees, feet wide as your hips, heels under the knees, and inhale into high bridge. Exhale, drop the bridge a little bit. Inhale, high bridge. Drop the bridge a little bit, one more. Inhale, lift your bridge, and then slowly all the way down towards the floor. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back. Hold, and maybe, if you like, you can rock from side to side here. Just give yourself a little massage in your lower back. It feels nice. And then from here, we're going to come back to lower the feet towards the floor. Figure 4, IT band stretch. We never, ever forget that one. Just keep your right knee bent. Place your left foot on top of your right thigh. Use your both hands to either grab your hamstring, grab your shin, or if you like, you can extend the right leg up to the sky as you hold from the back of the calf muscle of your right leg. Wherever you are, keep the neck neutral, chin slightly into the chest, and you breathe long and deep as you stretch and release any tension in the outside of your left hip. Slowly extend the right leg all the way to the front of the mat and keep your left foot above of your right knee. Right hand outside of your left knee, left arm in T. We exhale and twist to the right. Gentle twist. You don't have to go too deep into this twist. Just a little bit more opening and outside on that left hip. From here, slowly return back to neutral position. Keep your right leg extended. Have happy baby with your left leg. Holding from the outside of your left foot of the ankle. Make sure your left quad is kind of outside of your rib cage. And just breathe here. And release. Now keep your left foot bent, right foot on top of your left thigh. Again, holding with both hands, hamstring, shin, or extend the left leg up to the sky to hold from the back of your left calf muscle. Close your eyes. Keep your neck long as you bring the chin into the chest. Back to your breath. Release, extend the left leg all the way down to the front of the mat. Keep the right foot above your left knee with your left hand outside the right knee, right arm in T. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, you twist to the left. Back to your deep breath here. And slowly undo the twist. Keep your left leg extended. Half happy baby with the right foot, holding from the outside of the foot of the ankle. Keep both hips even, chin slightly tucked in, and breathe through your half happy baby. Keep holding from the right foot. Lift the left leg, flex the left knee, full happy baby. Holding position, lower back flat on the mat, chin slightly tucked in. And release the feet, and then bring the knees in line with your hips and heels in line with your knees. 90-degree angle, arms in T position. Take a nice inhale and exhale, twist to the left slowly, and when you get almost there, hover. Engage, inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Slowly lower, hover. Engage back through center. Exhale to the left, slowly in control, hover. Engage back through center. Exhale, twist to the right, slowly, hover. Back through center. Exhale in control to the left, hover. Engage back through center. Exhale to the right, slowly, hover. Engage back through center. Exhale, twist to the left, slowly in hover, back through center. To the right, slowly exhale to the right. Inhale back through center, one more time each side. Exhale to the left, hover. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right, hover. Back through center. We're going to exhale to the left all the way down, and we're going to hold and twist to the left. Look over to right shoulder, maybe deepening the twist using your left hand to guide the right knee closer to your left. Hold and breathe. And slowly and use the core work to muscle strength to bring both legs back through center. Let's twist to the right to hold in position into the twist. Look over to left shoulder. And inhale, bring both legs back to neutral position. Feet down with the feet wide as the hips. Lift the pelvis and hips to bridge pose. Align your spine nicely here. Then lower your bridge down towards the floor. Hug yourself and stretch your lower back. Again, you can give yourself a massage or you can hold there as you bring the thighs closer to your chest. Just do whatever works for you. Lower the feet down. Grab your block again here. So we have the knees bent, feet wide as your hips. With the block, we're going to lift the pelvis and everybody level one, just level one. Slide the block on the sacrum, not your lumbar spine, please. Just take a moment there with the arms somewhere in between shoulders and hips, or arms in T position, or whatever your position you want to have. Then from here, take a moment. And then slowly bring the legs up towards the sky. So as you have your legs up, just relax your thighs, your belly, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Maybe you can make some rotation there in the ankles. No flexing and pointing, just relax your feet, your legs. Use your breath. So maybe the feeling of the legs, it should be somewhere in between feeling the legs heavy and light at the same time. Did a kind of like quite a work on the legs, so let's release them a little bit. And let's have some iliopsoas release. Flex both knees, lower the feet down. Then slide the right leg to the right corner and then the left leg to the left corner. And turn the feet out and just relax here. The front of both hips, the pelvis, the pelvic floor, especially your iliopsoas muscles. Notice if you're holding tension in your glutes, try to relax. Then slowly, one knee at a time, flex the right knee, lower the right heel under the right knee. Flex your left knee, lower the left heel under your left knee. Pick up the pelvis and the hips into bridge to remove the block from underneath you. Slowly lower your spine down, sacrum down, feet off the mat, hug yourself, stretch your lower back. Hold in position. Now move the thighs away. Have your hands to your knees, feet together, and make circles in one direction with the both knees and thighs together. Just a little massage here in your lower back. And go into the opposite direction. And then lower the feet down, walk the feet wide as the mat, arms in T. Some windshield wiper movement here, moving the legs from side to side. The head is moving into the opposite direction where your legs are going. So just a nice neck head movement as we move the hips and the legs. Now drop the legs to the left, head to the right, and hold. As you're here, notice if you're holding tension in the outside of your right hip and glutes, and try to relax any tightness or tension there. Head back through center, legs back through center, a little bit more rounds of windshield wiper. Now drop the legs to the right, head to the left, hold. Same thing, release any tension in your left hip or glutes on the left side. Slowly back through center, just couple more rounds of windshield wiper, releasing any tension in both hips now. Then slowly return back through center. Hug yourself with both thighs. Stretch one more time the lower back. Head off the mat, forehead to your knees. Release the head down. Release the feet down. And then slide the right leg, the right foot to the right corner, the right foot out. Slide the left leg to the left corner, left foot out. Bring arms somewhere in between shoulders and hips. Adjust your shoulder blades in between your shoulder blades, making an adjustment on the back of your lower back and hips, and you are now well into your last pose. This is Shavasana, but before you do any of that, maybe you need to cover yourself with a blanket, so please do so. Make sure you are warm and cozy here so you can enjoy this guidance of full relaxation of the body as you stay aware of the breath and all different parts from head to toes. Your eyes are closed. You're back to your regular breathing pattern. The tension goes to your feet, top sole of the feet and toes, ankles, and do your best to release any tightness or tension there. Soften your quads, hamstrings, both hips, pelvis, pelvic floor, and glutes. And from the top of your hips, the front and the back, the entire length of your legs towards the sole of the feet, you are releasing and letting go. Now bring the attention to your lower back, middle back, the back of the rib cage and upper back where the shoulder blades are. Both sides of the spine. Do your best to release all the muscles supporting the spine. Now going to the front of the body. Relax your abdominal muscles, all the organs that are there beneath your rib cage. Relax the muscles on the front of the rib cage. Soften your heart and relax the muscles of your chest. And from the top of your rib cage or your collarbones down to the sole of the feet, do your best to soften as much as you can. Front and back of the torso, front and back of both hips, pelvic floor, front and back of your legs down to the sole of the feet. Allow your body to keep releasing any tension. Now draw the attention to your shoulders, the front and the back. The entire length of your arms, front and back, upper arms, elbows, forearms, both wrists, palms, top of the hands, and all your fingers. And now, allow your entire body from the top of the shoulders down to the sole of the feet, all the way down to the tip of your fingertips. Your body is melting down inch by inch, deeper into your mat. Relax your throat and those muscles connecting with the base of the skull. Relax your jaw, your chin, and allow your tongue to soften down to the base of your mouth. Relax your teeth, your nose, your cheekbones, and both ears. Allow your eyeballs to relax down to the eye sockets. Soften your eyelids, eyebrows, and in between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead and lastly the crown of your head. Now the entire length of the body from your crown chakra to the feet, to the fingertips. Your body is open and relaxed. Softness and relaxation. Gently, please begin to deepen the breath. Rocking the head gently from side to side. Bring some movement to your fingers, to your toes, to your ankles, to your wrists. And with the next inhale, arms are coming overhead and you reach through the fingertips and the toes and you create space in between each vertebrae, growing taller, taking nice deep inhalations through both nostrils. And as you exhale, you flex both knees, you hug yourself tight in a ball and gently you roll over to one side and just don't rush. Take a moment there on your right side in fetal position. Now, please slowly make your way gently. The head comes last. As we all sit together, relaxing your elbows by your rib cage. No tension in the shoulders or muscles of the face. Keeping the eyes closed. And let's work on stillness and concentration by keeping the eyes closed and bring the attention to lower abdomen. As you keep the spine still and the rest of the body, we're going to bring the attention and the focus down the belly. And we're going to just do belly breathing, yogic breathing. You balloon the belly out with the inhale. Exhale long and steady, and with control, you guide the belly into the spine. With control and focus, you bring the belly out with the next inhale. Deep, long, controlled exhalation, the belly goes in. At your own rhythm, Keep focusing on belly breathing. Slowly return to your regular breathing pattern. Letting go the lengthening of the inhales and the exhales. Just breathe through the nostrils. And take a moment here to notice how your body feels and how the mind feels. If the mind feels a little bit more quiet, peaceful, and still, let's do our best to try to keep this feeling of a quiet mind a little bit longer after this practice is over. You take the moment to be grateful to yourself for giving the present of movement and stillness. And guiding the hands together close to the heart. May all have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds and our hearts. And keep offering words of sweetness, compassion, and peace to everyone, everywhere, all the time. And may our actions always, always be inspired by love, sweetness, compassion, and peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very, very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.